You know, I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys. I don't know what's worse. This 3-hour episode of Monday Night Raw, where it all revolved around Becky Lynch apologizing, or the fact that in New Japan Pro Wrestling right now, fuckboy Jay White, Doughblade Jay White, fuckboy Jay White, Doughblade Jay White is the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. I don't know which one is worse, but goddamn, what a bad week to start this week in professional wrestling. Oh god, this Monday Night Raw. You know what's funny though? Again, this show revolved around Becky Lynch apologizing, right? That was, again, the whole setup of the show. Becky Lynch needing to apologize because, again, she's had to fucking apologize, right? But at the same time, though, at the same fucking time, right? It all revolved around her apologizing. Keep in mind, though, keep this in mind, that I don't think WWE realized that, hey, this is a go-home show to an unnecessary pay-per-view that is called Elimination Chamber. Yet, they said, fuck the pay-per-view. It's all about Becky apologizing. The man apologizing. Just for that to happen at the end. Like, seriously, let me ask you guys a question right now. And I want to know, again, in comment threads, or if not on Twitter, what have you. Did any of you remember that, oh my god, Elimination Chamber this Sunday? Holy crap, I guarantee you, a lot of you forgot about it. It totally slipped your mind. I know it did for me. I'm pretty sure for all of you as well. This show is trash. This show is trash. This show was an abomination. And again, I hate being repetitive with this shit, but I'm going to fucking be repetitive until, god damn it, I can no longer. The objective of a fucking go-home show is to get the fucking fan excited. Get people amped up and to give a shit. Even though, yes, I said earlier, Chamber is an unnecessary pay-per-view on the road to WrestleMania. It's in between the sandwich of Rumble and Mania. Okay? Keep that in mind right now. But again, people again, they forgot. Again, who remembers it? Who, again, it's just one of those things where, again, I guarantee a lot of you forgot. You know what I mean? Anywho, guys, what is up? It's me. It's Steve. There's so much to get into right now. This is your Monday Night Raw review for, god damn it, February the 11th, 2019. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that sub button down below. If you're not, then, again, you're sub, give the video a big old thumbs up. Share it through your entire social media and all that fun stuff. You can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven, where I tweet throughout all these shows, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and all that fun hippity hoopla. If you want to help support the show, down below in the description, have a link to the Streamlabs. Want to donate, have your message right on the air with a funny GIF and all that fun stuff. Again, if you've seen the Joe Cronin show with Out of Nowhere and stuff like that, you know what I'm talking about with the Super Chat or the Streamlabs. If you've seen Connor's show, the OK Fabe, Random Wrestling Podcast, you kind of get, it's similar to that. So again, it's your choice at the end of the day. I'm not making it, you know, an obligation or anything like that, but if you'd like to, awesome. But yeah, this Raw was live tonight from Grand Rapids, Michigan. And like I said before, this show was an abomination. The people in creative need to be arrested. The people on this show need to be fucking arrested. Again, I'm reading the comments here. Dave Sack thought it was next weekend. No, motherflower, is this week. This is fucking trash. WWE doing the go to the doctor angle and killing her momentum. Becky, if is the RR winner and is not in the EC card yet Ronda is constantly having matches. Like I said before, I can just say it again. This show is trash. Completely utter trash. But again, guys, give me your thoughts down in the comment of this video. As always, again, you know, it's like these motherflowers and creative forgot that, hey, there's a pay-per-view this Sunday. But let's focus on Becky right now. So this show kicked off, believe it or not, with, again, the authority. It's Triple H and Stephanie announcing that Becky Lynch, because they had Becky there out as well in the ring, she was invited, even though she's been suspended, but she's been invited. And they said that Becky's seen her doctor. And they conferred with the WWE doctors, meaning that the WrestleMania match is still happening. Becky's cleared, right? But the only thing Becky has to do is apologize to Triple H and Stephanie for what happened last week. Remember on Raw, where Becky took out Stephanie McMahon. On SmackDown Live, she slapped Triple H. And then Becky went off on this tangent that, oh, she could take out Triple H. She'll fight Stephanie. She'll fight the old man, Vince McMahon. How they don't want her in their plans. You kind of get the whole lingo, right? There's a lot for Stephanie to get heated as well. They're about to go at it. And they had to break it up. But again, she had to the end of the night to really apologize. Again, to the end of the fucking night to apologize. Again, right there, just knew this whole show revolved around Becky Lynch apologizing. Oh boy. Oh fucking boy. And again, if she didn't apologize, she would not go to WrestleMania and face Ronda Rousey. We had Elias interrupted several times with backstage seconds and video packages. And eventually the Lucha House Party came out. They came out and they interrupted him and said that they wanted to walk with Elias. And then Kalisto played the guitar after Elias played his guitar. And Kalisto, I guess he could play the guitar, I don't even know. It is called for Elias to smash the guitar over that back of Kalisto, then he left. Again, they're doing nothing with Elias right now. They're wasting his fucking time. Lucha House Party, I'm sorry, this is same old. Honestly, I don't really give a fuck. But again, it's one of those things where it's just a shame. It's just a fucking shame what's going on. Even with this whole Becky thing, like, honestly, I could just talk about this whole Becky thing and that's it. Because nothing else on this show cared. And that's the message they gave you. The message is, fuck everything on this show. Because again, it's a go-home show. Just focus on this whole Becky Lynch thing. I call it laziness on a go-home show, to be honest. We had Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre that went nowhere because Bobby Lashley, the man of the hour, the Intercontinental Champion, pushed Finn Balor off the turnbuckle on the apron, and they call it disqualification. This led to Kurt Angle to make the save. And then out came Baron Corbin, and out came Braun Strowman. So eventually, the spirit of Teddy Long made a six-man tag team match player. We had Finn Balor, Kurt Angle, and Braun Strowman. They faced off against Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, and Baron Corbin. Lashley pinned Balor, but Balor had his foot on the rope, apparently. The referee started the match, and then Balor was able to hit the coup de grace on Lashley. Which, again, is one of those lingo things. Again, you got to keep this in mind, too. They announced early on in the show, like before the show even aired, that Finn Balor is going to face Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush for the Intercontinental title. And also, we're going to get at Elimination Chamber, you're going to get Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin. Whoop-de-fucking-do. My question is, okay, what about Drew McIntyre? What the fuck are we going to do with him on the road to WrestleMania right now? Doesn't have an opponent. Are you going to tell me at the last minute we're going to do Kurt Angle and fucking Drew McIntyre? Hell to the fuck no. That's laziness. Fucking laziness. But that was that. They had the referee come out, and they had to, again, to tell the referee that, oh, Finn had his foot on the bottom rope. Again, laziness. It's fucking laziness. Kevin Owens was shown on a video talking about returning in about a month. And he's filmed a selfie video of him in a bowling alley with his family. He talks about, again, getting better, making a comeback, how it'll be either Kevin Owens' show real soon. Oh boy, help us all. And then he goes to bowl. Hits the gutter ball. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Let's put it real about. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100 right now, okay? Just keep it 100. Kevin Owens bowling and hitting a gutter ball was more entertaining than Monday Night Raw. You guys are kicking ass in the chat right now. Thank you guys so fucking much. Reading your comments right now. Reading the comments here. bullshit. Becky needs to be there by Tom Jones unless they change the card again tonight. That they barely talked about there's a pay-per-view on Sunday. Random thought, why does Cody Rhodes look like a crooked car salesman? I don't know, man. Michael Cole had at least the Revival finally won the tag titles. I can't believe it. Fuck this show again by Big Mike. The Revival winning is called the AEW effect. Let's not call it that. I'm sorry. No. Let's not call it that. No. As far as I'm concerned now, AEW, I know Dave said it before. I know Anthony Missionary Thomas and Joe Numba said it from Wrestling Soup. AEW right now is a t-shirt company right now. Until Double or Nothing takes place. Which, by the way, tickets are already sold out. Good for them. But fuck you to all you motherfuckers out there who are going to put these tickets on StubHub and fucking just skyrocket the prices up for no fucking reason. You all fucking suck. You're all a bunch of fucking dorks. Fuck off. Anywho, moving on here. We get a backstage segment where I guess Ronda is telling Becky to man up and apologize, or she's admitting she's a coward. And key thing too, like throughout the whole show, you had people talking to Becky. You had Finn Balor talking to Becky. You had Ronda talking to Becky. Hell, you even had Alexa Bliss talking to Becky, trying to give her advice on what she needs to do and shit. Again, this whole show revolved around Becky fucking Lynch. Oh boy. We had Ruby Riott versus Nikki Cross. This match sucked. I didn't give a shit about it. Ruby Riott, again, is facing Ronda Rousey at the Elimination Chamber. So it's something for Ruby to do. I'm sorry, Ronda to do until Mania. Which is funny because think about it. Right? I said this last night on the Team Hill podcast. I'm going to say here again. It's funny how a year ago, till the date, Ruby Riott faced Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's title. And here we are a year later, and again, Ruby Riott is being used to be a filler opponent for a champion, a women's champion, this case being Ronda Rousey. I'm pretty sure she'll get a good match at Ronda, all the fuck you want, but you know it's going to happen. So this match happened, and during the match, they played a video clip of Becky being confronted by Ronda to the point where they literally covered the whole screen. They literally said, "Fuck this match. Let's focus on Becky and Ronda, and get back to the match." And then we give a fuck about. Nikki Cross won with the Riot kick. There you go with that. Again, no one gave a flying fuck. No one gave a flying fuck. Reading the comments here. Becky versus Charlotte should have been booked for Fastlane. That way they asked Charlotte to the match. Instead, what they did, Mr. McMahon never changed. She gets no chance in WrestleMania. I don't know what happened in WWE. Seriously, Acer at 5,000 right here. The true WrestleMania 35 main event should have been Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey. Instead, this is out the window. This week's Go Home Show edition of Raw was brutal. The Revival winning was a good part. I used to be so with watching at one point. I'm not sure if the Go Home Show SmackDown will save Raw's ads this week. The only good shows to watch nowadays are 205 Live, NXT UK. There are other good WWE alternatives there, which I agree. I totally agree with that too. I guess the slogan, the man Mr. McMahon got offended. I guess so, he did. Drew needs to do what Edge did and take out someone's spot in the WWE Championship spot in the Chamber. I think they're going to give it to Andrade. I think if anyone deserves a spot in the Chamber because Mustafa Ali's out of the Chamber, it needs to be, in my opinion, Andrade, in my honest opinion. But back to Monday Night Raw. Back to Raw. I'm reading comments too, okay? We get this Seth Rollins. Because apparently Seth Rollins was in the building because he wasn't there last week, and the show sucked again because he wasn't there last week either. And Rollins comes out. He talks about, taking 6 F5s from Brock Lesnar, and he's still standing. He talks about how he's willing to do anything to get a win, to beat Brock Lesnar, even if it means to align himself with the devil himself, or even if it's his last match in his career. Paul Heyman comes out. And Paul Heyman, he teased that Lesnar's appearing, but he wasn't there. Rollins says again that he'll make a deal with the devil and burn in hell if it means Lesnar doesn't leave WrestleMania Universal Champion. All this talk, and again, they let the podium talk about how Rollins is doing a suicide attempt, is committing suicide, right? What he's trying to do at WrestleMania. And again, just talking about, again, just what Rollins willing to do to beat Brock Lesnar. Just hyping the match up for WrestleMania, which should be a fun match, all you want. But that was that. And then Dean Ambrose comes out randomly, showed up and told Rollins to slay the beast. Keep this in mind, they were feuding a month ago. But slay the beast. And then just left, went to sit down in the corner and shit. We had Dean Ambrose and EC3 going at it. It's a rematch from last week. And again, 50-50 booking here. And the sad part about it too, I didn't say this last week, but I'll say here again. Last week, no one gave a fuck about EC3. The crowd was silent. And tonight here as well, the crowd was fucking silent for EC3. No fucks was given. No fucks was given. And Ambrose ended up winning with the roll-up pin. So now they're 1-1. It's 50-50 booking. I'm pretty sure this Sunday they'll have a match on the go-home show. I'm sorry, on the kickoff show. Because why the fuck not, right? Why the fuck not? We have what many people are calling the best match of the night. This is the part of the show where I was smoking my weed, right? And I caught a body. I caught a fucking body because of the result. So we had the Raw Tag Team Championship match, the Revival versus Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. And the fucking nerve of Michael Cole on commentary talking about one of the best rivalries right now going on. And I'm like, are you serious, bruh? Motherflower, are you serious? Have you not been watching what's been going on right now? Have you not been watching what's been going on where, oh my God, this whole fucking time, right? Revival been taking the L's. Revival been taking L after L after L against Chad Gable and Bobby Roode. And don't get me wrong, the match really was a very good match. It picked up near fall after near fall. There's this moment in the match where they do this combination of a German suplex to a blockbuster. That's what Chad and Gable did with Bobby Roode. I want to say it was to Scott Dawson or the other one. You can't get the idea, right? Either Scott Dawson or Dash Wilder. It was Dash Wilder, right? And the it got a near fall, but the save by, I want to say it was Dash Wilder, the fucking save at the end, at the last second, which I thought was pretty cool, good to see. Just kicking out of their near falls here, and it was all said and done. Oh my God, it happened. It fucking happened. The Revival hit the Shatter Machine. Literally with the fucking on Chad Gable, and they pinned for the 1, 2, 3. So the Revival are now Raw Tag Team Champions. So all this talk of they should leave to go to AEW, that's out the fucking window now. Think about it. These were the team that, oh my God, a month ago, oh my God, they're asking for the release. They need to go elsewhere. Go to AEW where you're gonna get treated with respect, even though they don't have a fucking show yet, right? And now here they are. They're now Raw Tag Team Champions. So where are those people now that were saying, oh, free the Revival, free the Revival? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up now, seriously. Just seriously, just shut up now. Revival are now the Raw Tag Team Champions. Good for them. I didn't mention this earlier, but apparently during the show as well, there was a triple threat tag team match. You had Nia Jax and Tamina versus Bayley and Sasha Banks, and versus Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, where the team that will take the L will be one of the first two teams to start off in the women's tag team elimination chamber match to crown the first ever WWE women's tag team champions. And let's be real about it, this match was just there. Bayley did her usual stuff to, I guess, do the whole match by herself. It was down, I guess, to the Liv Morgan and Bayley, and I guess Tamina dragged Liv Morgan to make the tag, right? And it's led to Bayley getting hit with the Samoan drop for the 1, 2, 3. So now Bayley and Sasha are one of the first two teams to kick off the chamber match. Now tomorrow on SmackDown, you're gonna have Fire and Desire, the Iconics, and Carmella and Naomi to go at it as well. And the loser of that match, it will be also the other team starting the chamber match. I mean, honestly, listen, if it was up to me, tomorrow on SmackDown Live, you do again Naomi and Carmella versus the Iconic versus Fire and Desire, and the winner of that match gets the last entry in the chamber. That's what I do, to be honest with you. That's just my opinion, but take it for what it's worth. And then, again, we get this whole thing of Becky Lynch. Is she going to apologize or not? Is she going to apologize? No one fucking knows, right? I don't even know. And then Becky Lynch is making her way to the ring. She's making her way to the ring, and it looks like they were going to be fine, right? She apologized. She didn't even shake their hand. She apologized. She's happy. Okay, now I got my match at WrestleMania. It is what it is. Stephanie and Triple H were leaving the ring. And it's funny because you think about this too, right? Things just don't happen like that. You know what I mean? Things just don't fucking happen like that. Let's keep it 100. Things just don't fucking happen like that. Right? They just don't. And what do you know? Becky's all celebrating. Yay, she got a Mania match. And then out of nowhere, out comes Vince McMahon, pal. Ha ha. He talks about how, listen, in his eyes, she is still suspended. In their eyes, she's the man, all you want, but Vince is the real man, right? And in his eyes, Becky thinks that she's bigger than WWE and all that, and that Becky is now suspended for 60 days, which means that she'll be reinstated 5 days after WrestleMania. All this leading to Ronda needing a new opponent, because Ronda came out as well after Becky apologized, right? And Vince McMahon introduces Charlotte Flair. So Charlotte Flair comes out, and Vince has her hand up high, telling Ronda that this is your fate at WrestleMania. The new Raw Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair. People are booing, and essentially in process, Charlotte Flair becomes now the new biggest women heel. I guess the newest biggest heel right now in WWE for the women's division, by being endorsed by Vince McMahon. And the story makes sense. Think about this too, right? Charlotte Flair is essentially, by a lot of people, Charlotte Reigns, right? She's the Roman Reigns of the women's division, right? And in Vince's eyes, she is the embodiment of what the women's division is all about. So if you're Vince McMahon, of course you want Charlotte and Ronda at WrestleMania. That was the original plan. Until this whole Becky the Man movement took place. Now, I think people are jumping the gun. Do I think it'll be a triple threat match? I don't think so. I think something's going to happen as we get on to the road to WrestleMania, as long as it continues. I look forward to seeing tomorrow on SmackDown Live what they're going to do. You bet your ass that Charlotte will be there, probably Becky as well. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm going to say this, though, right? And I said this on my SmackDown review last week when Becky showed up, right, while she was suspended. If you're going to do this whole thing where she's coming into the shows, right, while being suspended, don't have her show up in her merch. It's that small detail I always say. And I'm going to just keep on saying it. I'm going to keep on saying it. Is that fucking detail. It's the detail. Focus on the small detail. Because it reminds me again when Cena got fired in 2011 and he showed up in his fucking work gear. But we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure at Fastlane they'll do it. Because you got to keep this in mind too. There's 2 pay-per-views from now until WrestleMania. We got Chamber this Sunday, and then we got Fastlane and after that as well. Speaking of which, this Friday, the T-Mail podcast is going live because Sunday the pay-per-view. So this Friday we'll be going live. I'm more likely to do the predictions on the podcast, so keep your eyes peeled on that. So if you want to hear our predictions for Elimination Chamber, tune in this Friday for the T-Mail podcast as we give our predictions for that. Overall, again, I thought Raw was shit. Do I think Charlotte going to be in the match? Likely so. Possibility. It reminds me a lot of Daniel Bryan in WrestleMania 30, where Batista and Orton, I guess it was one of those things where, oh my God, they had the match. That's not what they wanted, right? You know what? Right now, WWE and New Japan have a lot in common right now. They both have, right now, 2 main events that people do not want to see. Think about this, right? You have Charlotte Flair against Ronda Rousey, which people do not want to see. They want Becky. And in New Japan, you have Double Blade Jay White, Fuckboy Jay White, at the New Japan, at the IWGP World Champion right now. And he's potentially going to headline Madison Square Garden. Nobody wants to see that. To the point where if you go on StubHub right now, the prices for the G1 Supercard have dropped. They've dropped. Big time. You can sit in the floor section for over $200 in Madison Square Garden. Just saying. Anywho, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to read your comments that you guys wrote. And I'm going to see what you have to say one by one here. Tell me about, reading the comments. Here you go. Where was I here? I get the slogan, the membership was offended. I, vice president of AEW. Ray versus Almas tomorrow to replace Ali. Maybe so. Seth Rollins should win, but of course, Brock being who he is, I don't know at this point. Either way, go Seth freaking Rollins. Acer, 5,000 races or so. Who's the man nowadays? Seth Rollins claimed to be the man nicknamed first, and then Becky claimed Lynch second, and now out of nowhere, the CEO, chairman of the board, Vince McMahon third. Screw you, Vince. Hashtag. This should be the final qualifying match. The Extreme should be a fun match regardless between the two. Tom Jones, you right here. You telling me about, of course, don't forget Nature Boy Ric Flair is always said to be the man. You got to beat the man. Phantom Line Race here. Raw sucked ass, man. Jesus Christ. I might not watch Mania, to be honest. You say that now, but let's be real about it. All of us watch Mania. Everybody watches Mania. Don't say you're not going to watch because you know you're going to watch. A lot of people won't after what happened. Tom Jones. I'd rather just watch reruns on for free on YouTube. Good luck with that. I recommend Daily Motion. Just saying. Phantom Line, I missed some of it. Did Charlotte get put in Becky and Ronda match? Becky got suspended again. Acer 5,000 right here. NXT TakeOver New York is going to blow. WrestleMania 35 is out of the water. As a matter of fact, watch all the great WrestleMania 35 weekend wrestling events, but skip WrestleMania 35 entirety there. I'm sorry, but saying that is like going to the strip club to watch the DJ perform. That's just me, of course. That's just my opinion. Take it for what it is. I mean, I'm doing WrestleMania weekend, but I just can't fathom myself doing that whole weekend and not going to WrestleMania. That's just me, of course. I feel like I wasted a trip on nothing. Phantom, Vince freaking McMahon came out during. Okay, you basically saw what happened. Tom Jones, good thing I don't pay for the network, but in all fairness, it's really gonna suck. If I ain't watching Mania unless it's in the storyline. They screwed Becky Lynch by Tom Jones. These go-home shows have sucked as lately. Yeah, they have. They screwed over talent who is over. Always WWE fucking sucks. Fuck Charlotte. She's always more as in the company than anyone. Do I even want to watch Elimination Chamber this Sunday? You probably will. By Phantom Line. The Extreme right here. Becky needs to put her career on the line to face Charlotte to win her spot back. We'll see. We'll see about that. Tom Jones, I don't pay for any pay-per-view, so in the end, it doesn't matter, but worth my time, not really. Steven, apparently on the Arena's website, where Fastlane is there advertising Becky versus Charlotte. There you go. We have Fastlane still, for fuck's sake. Yeah, no one. Matthew Lopez writes here. Okada versus Naito needs to win New Japan Cup. Okada or Naito needs to win the New Japan Cup. Take the title off weight at MSG. I think what's gonna happen is Kota Ibushi. I think Kota Ibushi winning the New Japan Cup. The Extreme here. I'm tickled. I'm ticked people from the Ruthless Aggression era are starting to show up backstage more and more at WWE events, but won't do rumbles or short runs. Monty Brown, Marcus Corvant was backstage last week. Good for him. Becky isn't medically cleared. We all know that. Apparently she is. per the storyline, Jamie, apparently she is. Try it too. Flair shows up in 2 weeks. Becky holds him hostage and threats to do something bad to him unless her suspension is lifted. Bam, get her back on TV. You're vlogging WrestleMania weekend. I hope so. I'm not sure yet. We don't have tickets yet for any event, so just keep that in mind. What I did do though, this past Saturday, I did attend House of Glory, Recapture the Glory. I did do a vlog for that. I'm editing as we speak, so it should be up before the weekend. All right? Make sure you're subscribed to this channel. You check out that vlog and all that fun stuff. I'll be fine with Ibushi. Bye back to love. Me too. I'll be fine with Ibushi as well. Charlotte making it a triple threat makes sense because if Becky wins, I think Charlotte is taking the fall, especially if Ronda is taking time off. It'll keep her strong. No, I think the idea is, listen, you're building, I'm sorry here, goddamn microphone. You're building up Ronda to be this monster, right? This fucking monster. You know what I mean? But you want her to eventually to get the L. And if you don't have her hit the L by Becky, then what's the point? You get what I'm saying? So I think if it comes down to a 3-way, you gotta have Charlotte not take the pin. Have to be Ronda Rousey. You have Ronda take the pin. All right. Cleveland's advertising Becky versus Charlotte Flair at Fastlane 2. So there you go. So I mean, people need to look into it. I think what's gonna happen is you're gonna have Becky and Charlotte at Fastlane, but we'll see what happens. They could use Ric Flair as a setup for the match at Fastlane. It's his birthday, so she could kick his ass or something. No, with WWE knowing to add Charlotte Flair to the WrestleMania 35 bout, I think WWE should do the Becky versus Charlotte at Fastlane. Becky wins, Charlotte's out. Charlotte wins, she gets added at WrestleMania 35 match. Now, I think what's gonna happen is, I think keep this in mind too. What the fuck? What the fuck do you do with? What the fuck do you do with Asuka? I'm open to do a rematch, Asuka and Charlotte, for the SmackDown Women's title, and have Asuka get her revenge on that. But we'll see is that too. We have Ric Flair's birthday in 2 weeks. That is true. Also, have Becky threaten Ric Flair until Charlotte agrees for the match, and have the situation in 2 weeks. Ric Flair celebrates 70th birthday. I wonder if they're setting up something between Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair at that. Hope they do something during the birthday segment. We'll see, man. We'll see. Anywho, guys, listen, it's getting late. I have work tomorrow at 3 in the morning, and I'm doing this right now for you guys. I'll be back tomorrow for my SmackDown Live review. And yeah, thank you for tuning in this week. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Give it a big old thumbs up. If you have not checked it out yet, episode 280 of the TML podcast is available on YouTube right now. Go give it a listen. Myself, Big Mike, and Walter talked about numerous stuff last night. And I'm going to try to get the live calls back, all right? I know the new Skype is having an issue. Or we might just jump over to Discord as well. I know other podcasts are doing it too. I know Don, Tony, Kevin Castle, Wrestling Soup, I've all joined the Discord thing. So we might be going that same wave as well. We'll keep you posted. But if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share it through your entire social media. We're trying to get this channel to 1,800, 2,000 if we can, before WrestleMania. That'd be awesome as all hell. All that fun stuff. Or if not, let me know your thoughts on Twitter at HeelSteven, like I said. And as always, guys, hate, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, guys. Well, most likely tomorrow, because again, tomorrow's SmackDown Live. I'll see you all tomorrow for the SmackDown Live review. Peace out, motherflowers. Again, they have dropped the ball. They've dropped the ball with fucking Elimination Chamber. God damn it. These motherflowers, they'll never fucking